Welcome to Slaughterhouse Stories. I hope you enjoy the story I have for you tonight.
The reason we bury the dead.
What is dead must stay buried. What is freshly dead must be carried to the grave and down the hole, where judgment begins on its soul. If this ritual is obscured, what comes of it cannot be cured. Its flesh will rot upon the ground, and all that will be heard is a high-pitched sound. It will be reborn as a creature, called by some the Midnight Shrieker. This thing will wander across your plains, driving sane men to become insane. Your women will weep without care, and soon their eyes will be gone, along with their hair. Your cats and dogs will growl and hiss, as your children drown in their own piss. Your trees will burn along with your house, while you play cat and mouse with this creature of the night. You shall run with anger, panic, and fright. There is only 3 other ways to prevent this plague, besides putting them in a grave. Burn their body and it will be done. Just don't do it under the sun, or you shall be cursed along with your kin for this dastardly and evil sin. Or let the corpse rot out of sight, the second way to escape this fright. As long as it's tied to something, you will be fine. Just don't let it go at any time. The third way, despite its pleas, is to bury the corpse out at sea. The fish will eat its eyes and brain, so it won't hurt anyone again. Now, my children, don't be afraid of what was said, as long as you bury your dead. But if you don't, you should be stirred, because what's to come cannot be cured.
Unleashed.
The sun sets again. My shadow, my only friend. Memories of what had been, flooding inside again. Curled up on the floor, my body writhing even more. A demon within fights to be free from the fragile shell that's me. Flesh turns to fire in an instant when you're left with only pain. Rage, wishful power it can grant if you're ready to leave a bloodstain. Lose your humanity to the beast and cut through this road of apathy. Forget love, peace, and honesty, because it's time to set it free. The moon casts an eerie glow, a voice telling me things I know. That voice in the back of my mind reminds me it is killing time. The line between good and evil is hard to find without a conscience to tell what's a crime. Anxiety creates ripples in your mind, taking no sense of place and time. Flesh turns to fire in an instant when you're left with only pain. Rage, wishful power it can grant if you're ready to leave a bloodstain. Lose your humanity to the beast and cut through this road of apathy. Forget love, peace, and honesty, because it's time to set it free. The sun rises on a battered man, on his knees, too weak to stand. He wakes to a day of tears again, right where it all began. Dead but somehow breathing, hanging on to life by thin strings, cursed to suffer this awful sting, until once again he becomes that thing. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed tonight's story, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time,
Stay spooky.